In the glamorous world of old Hollywood, where silver screens flickered with tales of romance and elegance, a different narrative simmered beneath the surface. The allure of classic black and white films often masked a reality filled with scandal, intrigue, and unexpected twists. Behind the scenes, the lives of stars were anything but perfect. Affairs, betrayals, and shocking secrets unfolded in the shadows, creating a tapestry of drama that could rival any movie plot. For instance, the notorious love triangle involving a famous actress and her leading man, which led to a scandalous public breakup and a media frenzy that captivated the nation. Meanwhile, the hidden struggles of beloved stars battling addiction and personal demons were often glossed over, leaving their fans unaware of the turmoil they faced. Additionally, the whispers of clandestine relationships and the lengths to which some would go to maintain their public image painted a picture of a world where nothing was as it seemed. The glamorous parties, the dazzling gowns, and the red carpet smiles all served to distract from the darker truths that lay just out of sight. As we delve into these captivating stories, prepare to uncover the shocking realities that reveal the true nature of Hollywood's golden era, where the glitz and glamour often hid a far more complicated and scandalous reality. Known for his remarkable impact on the silent film era, Charlie Chaplin's life was filled with various controversies, particularly regarding his marriages. He had a pattern of marrying women significantly younger than himself, which often drew public scrutiny and legal challenges. His first marriage to Mildred Harris occurred when she was just 16 years old, while Chaplin was 29. This union ended in divorce, but it set the stage for the kind of relationships that would follow. Chaplin's second marriage to Lita Grey, who was only 16 at the time, created a media frenzy. Their relationship became a scandal as it coincided with a bitter divorce and custody battle that played out in the press. The public was fascinated and appalled by the age difference and the circumstances surrounding their marriage. Chaplin's third marriage to Paulette Goddard also sparked controversy, although it was less sensational than his earlier unions. His final marriage to Una O'Neill, daughter of playwright Eugene O'Neill, was marked by a significant age gap, as she was 18 and he was 54 when they wed. This relationship, while more stable, still faced public criticism. Throughout his life, Chaplin's romantic choices reflected the complexities of his character and the changing norms of society. His personal life was often as compelling as his films, making him a figure of intrigue in old Hollywood. Natalie Wood's life was marked by a series of tragic events that reveal the darker side of Hollywood. From a young age, she was thrust into the spotlight. But this fame came with a heavy price. Her mother, a fierce stage mother, was known for her abusive and manipulative behavior, pushing Natalie into acting and controlling her every move. This toxic relationship created a lasting impact on Natalie, shaping her self-image and mental health. As she grew older, Wood became a celebrated actress, starring in iconic films like West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause. However, the pressures of fame and the scars from her childhood haunted her. Her relationships were tumultuous, and she struggled with feelings of inadequacy. The mystery surrounding her untimely death in 1981 only adds to the scandalous narrative. Wood drowned under mysterious circumstances while on a yacht with her husband, Robert Wagner, and fellow actor Christopher Walken. The details surrounding her death remain shrouded in controversy, with many questioning the events that led to that fateful night. The combination of her tragic life and the unresolved questions about her death paints a haunting picture of a star who was both adored and deeply troubled. Lana Turner's life took a dramatic turn when her daughter, Cheryl Crane, became involved in a shocking incident that would capture the attention of the media and the public. The event unfolded when Cheryl, then just 14 years old, stabbed Turner's boyfriend, Johnny Stompanato, during a heated argument. This violent act sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, leading to a highly publicized trial that gripped the nation. Many speculated about the circumstances surrounding the stabbing, with some suggesting that Cheryl acted in self-defense to protect her mother from Stompanato's abusive behavior. The trial revealed the complexities of their family dynamics and the pressures that came with being in the public eye. Turner, a glamorous star known for her beauty and talent, found herself in a whirlwind of scandal as she tried to navigate the fallout from the incident. The media frenzy surrounding the case painted a vivid picture of the darker side of Hollywood, where fame often came with personal turmoil. As the trial progressed, it became clear that the story was not just about a tragic incident, but also about a mother's love and a daughter's loyalty. The courtroom drama exposed the harsh realities of their lives leading to intense discussions about domestic violence and the impact of fame on personal relationships. Turner's reputation as a Hollywood icon was forever intertwined with this scandal, reminding everyone that behind the glitz and glamour, there were often painful stories waiting to be told. The incident left an indelible mark on both Turner and Crane, shaping their lives in ways they could never have imagined. Elizabeth Taylor's affair with Eddie Fisher became one of the most talked about scandals in Hollywood history. At the time, Eddie Fisher was married to the beloved actress Debbie Reynolds. The affair began in the early 1960s, just after the tragic death of Taylor's third husband, Mike Todd. Fisher, who was a popular singer and actor, was a close friend of the couple. As Taylor mourned, Fisher offered her comfort and support, which quickly turned into something more. Their relationship became public, causing a media frenzy. Fans were shocked that Fisher would leave Reynolds, who was seen as the quintessential American sweetheart. The scandal intensified as tabloids printed headlines about the love triangle, painting Taylor as the villain who broke up a happy marriage. Fisher eventually divorced Reynolds and married Taylor in 1959, but the marriage did not last long. They divorced in 1964, and Taylor's reputation as a seductress lingered long after. The affair not only changed their lives, but also highlighted the tumultuous nature of Hollywood relationships during that era. Joan Crawford, a name that resonates with glamour and talent, also carries a shadowy past that some would rather forget. Allegedly, before she became a star in Hollywood, Crawford appeared in a pornographic film. This revelation, if true, could have tarnished her carefully crafted public image. As she rose to fame, her studio, MGM, reportedly took drastic measures to suppress any evidence of this film. They understood that the scandal could destroy not only her career, but also the reputation of the studio itself. The lengths to which MGM went included legal threats, and possibly even financial incentives to keep the story under wraps. This effort to protect Crawford illustrates the intense pressure and scrutiny actors faced during that era. Despite the scandal, she managed to become one of the most celebrated actresses of her time, known for her fierce determination and talent. Her story is a reminder of the hidden complexities behind the glitz of Hollywood's golden age. Errol Flynn's life was marked by a series of scandals, the most notorious being his relationship with the young actress Beverly Adland. Flynn, who was already a well-known star, met Adland when she was just 15 years old. Their relationship raised eyebrows and sparked significant controversy due to the age difference and the nature of their connection. Flynn's lifestyle was lavish and reckless, filled with parties, drinking, and numerous affairs. This behavior not only drew public scrutiny, but also led to legal troubles, including a high-profile trial in which he was accused of statutory rape, although he was acquitted. The scandal surrounding his relationship with Adland contributed to a decline in his career, as studios began to distance themselves from him. Flynn's once glamorous image began to tarnish, and he struggled to find roles that matched his earlier successes. His reputation as a swashbuckling hero became overshadowed by the controversies of his personal life, leaving a lasting impact on his legacy in Hollywood. Jean Harlow's life was marked by both dazzling fame and deep tragedy. Her marriage to Paul Byrne, a prominent MGM executive, became a focal point of scandal when he was found dead in their home under mysterious circumstances. The details surrounding his death were shrouded in confusion and speculation. Initially ruled a suicide, the circumstances raised eyebrows and led to rampant rumors about the nature of their relationship. Many whispered about the couple's struggles, with some suggesting that Byrne was unhappy and that Harlow was involved in a tumultuous affair. The media frenzy that followed was relentless. Reporters dug into Harlow's past, seeking any hint of scandal that could explain the tragedy. This intense scrutiny only added to the public's fascination with her, as they tried to piece together what had happened behind closed doors. Harlow, known for her glamorous image, suddenly found herself at the center of a storm that threatened to overshadow her career. The combination of her beauty, talent, and the dark cloud of her husband's death created a compelling narrative that captivated the audience. As the rumors continued to swirl, Harlow struggled to maintain her career and personal life amidst the chaos. The impact of Byrne's death lingered, shaping her image and the roles she would take on in the years to come. The story of Jean Harlow and Paul Byrne remains one of the most intriguing and scandalous chapters in the history of old Hollywood, illustrating how fame can intertwine with tragedy in the most unexpected ways. During her time at MGM, Judy Garland faced immense pressure that took a toll on her health and well-being. The studio's strict control over her lifestyle included rigorous diet plans that kept her weight in check for the roles they wanted her to play. This constant scrutiny led to severe health issues, as she was often undernourished and overworked. The demands of Hollywood pushed her to the brink, leading to a reliance on various substances to cope with the stress and maintain her energy levels. Garland's work schedule was grueling, filled with long hours and little time for rest. This relentless pace contributed to her struggles with anxiety and depression. The studio's executives treated her more like a product than a person, enforcing a lifestyle that stifled her individuality and happiness. As a result, she turned to alcohol and pills, seeking solace from the pressures that surrounded her. This troubling cycle of abuse ultimately affected her career and personal life, leading to a tragic legacy that highlighted the darker side of fame in old Hollywood. Marilyn Monroe's death on August 5, 1962, has sparked intense speculation and numerous theories over the years. Many believe her tragic passing was not just a simple overdose, but rather tied to powerful figures, including the Kennedy brothers. Some suggest that her close relationship with President John F. Kennedy and his brother, Robert Kennedy, may have led to her untimely death. Rumors circulated that she had threatened to expose their affairs, creating a dangerous situation for the actress. Additionally, some theories connect her to organized crime. Monroe was known to have socialized with mobsters, and this association has led to speculation that her death could have been orchestrated to silence her. The circumstances surrounding her passing, including the chaotic scene at her home and the lack of a thorough investigation, have fueled these theories. The combination of her relationships with influential men, her struggles with mental health, and the mysterious nature of her death continues to captivate the public's imagination, making her one of the most enduring figures in Hollywood history. Known as Hollywood's leading man, Clark Gable lived a life full of drama and scandal. His romantic life was marked by 5 marriages and numerous affairs, showcasing a pattern of relentless infidelity. One of the most notable relationships was with actress Joan Crawford. Their affair was intense and passionate, reflecting the tumultuous nature of old Hollywood romances. However, Gable's most scandalous story involves his secret affair with Loretta Young. This relationship resulted in the birth of a daughter, Judy, who was initially presented to the world as adopted. Young kept the truth hidden for years, and the revelation of Gable's fatherhood added to his complicated legacy. Gable's life was not just about his on-screen charisma, it was also filled with personal conflicts and the consequences of his choices. His relationships often overlapped with his career, making him a central figure in the gossip and intrigue of Hollywood's golden age. The combination of his charm and scandalous behavior ensured that Clark Gable remained a captivating figure long after his passing. Ingrid Bergman's affair with director Roberto Rossellini became one of the most talked about scandals in Hollywood history. Their romance began during the filming of Stromboli in 1949, a project that would not only change their lives but also shock the world. At the time, Bergman was a beloved actress, known for her roles in classic films like Casablanca. However, her relationship with Rossellini was controversial because he was already married. Their affair led to Bergman giving birth to a child out of wedlock, which was scandalous in the conservative climate of the 1950s. The public reaction was intense. Many fans and critics turned against her, labeling her as a homewrecker and a disgrace. Major Hollywood studios distanced themselves from her, and she faced a temporary exile from the industry. This scandal not only affected her career, but also her personal life, as she had to navigate the backlash while trying to build a family with Rossellini. Despite the turmoil, Bergman and Rossellini eventually married and had 3 children together, but the initial fallout from their affair marked a significant turning point in her life and career, illustrating the harsh realities of fame and public scrutiny in old Hollywood. In the early days of Hollywood, Fatty Arbuckle was a beloved comedic actor known for his slapstick humor and larger-than-life personality. His rise to fame was meteoric, as he starred in numerous short films and became one of the highest-paid actors of his time. However, his life took a dramatic turn when he became embroiled in a scandal that would haunt him forever. In 1921, actress Virginia Rappe died after a party in Arbuckle's hotel room, leading to shocking allegations against him. Accusations of rape and murder filled the headlines, and public sentiment turned against him rapidly. Arbuckle faced 3 trials, each filled with sensational testimony and media frenzy. Despite the overwhelming attention and the weight of the accusations, he was ultimately acquitted in 1922. However, the damage to his reputation was irreparable. The scandal overshadowed his career, and he struggled to find work in Hollywood afterward. Arbuckle's story serves as a reminder of how quickly fame can turn to infamy in the world of entertainment. During the filming of The Wizard of Oz, the actors portraying the Munchkins were involved in a series of disruptive and inappropriate behaviors that caused quite a stir on set. These performers, who were mostly little people, brought a unique energy to the film, but their off-camera antics often overshadowed their on-screen contributions. Reports indicate that there were instances of rowdy behavior, including late-night parties that sometimes got out of hand. Some of the Munchkins were known to indulge in excessive drinking, leading to chaotic situations that disrupted the production schedule. Their behavior reportedly included pranks on one another, and even on the crew, which sometimes resulted in damage to the set. The atmosphere was described as lively, but also challenging for directors and producers trying to maintain order. The Munchkins, while charming in their roles, became infamous for their antics, which included loud laughter and raucous singing that could be heard throughout the studio lot. Despite these challenges, the Munchkins' performances remain a beloved part of the film's legacy. Their contributions to The Wizard of Oz are still celebrated, even as stories of their disruptive behavior continue to intrigue fans and historians alike. The contrast between their enchanting roles in the film and their off-screen antics adds a layer of complexity to the legendary status of The Wizard of Oz. Allegations of Frank Sinatra's connections with the Mafia have long fascinated fans and historians alike. His rise to fame in the 1940s and 1950s was marked not only by his smooth voice and charismatic performances, but also by whispers of ties to organized crime figures. Sinatra was known to socialize with notorious mobsters, which many believe helped him navigate the complex world of show business. These connections raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about how they influenced his career. Some suggest that his relationships with mob figures provided him with protection and opportunities that other artists might not have had. For instance, it is said that these ties helped him secure roles in films, boosting his acting career alongside his music. However, the darker side of these associations also cast a shadow over his reputation, leading to public scrutiny and rumors that plagued him throughout his life. Despite the controversies, Sinatra's talent remained undeniable. His ability to blend the worlds of music and film made him an enduring icon. The intrigue surrounding his alleged mafia connections adds a layer of complexity to his legacy, prompting discussions about the intersection of art and crime in old Hollywood. Spencer Tracy's long-term affair with Katharine Hepburn is one of the most talked-about stories from old Hollywood. Their relationship began in the 1940s and lasted for decades, even though Tracy was married to Louise Treadwell. This affair was an open secret in Hollywood circles, yet it was carefully managed by MGM, the studio that employed both stars. Tracy and Hepburn made several films together, including Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and Adam's Rib, which showcased their undeniable chemistry on screen. Despite Tracy's marriage, he and Hepburn shared a deep bond that went beyond romance. They supported each other through personal struggles, including Tracy's battles with alcoholism. Hepburn was fiercely loyal to Tracy, often taking care of him during his difficult times. Hollywood was rife with gossip, but the couple maintained a level of privacy that allowed them to navigate their complicated lives. Their relationship was marked by a mix of love, loyalty, and secrecy, making it a fascinating chapter in the history of Hollywood scandals. Tracy's marriage remained intact for years, largely due to the couple's careful management of their public personas. Hepburn often referred to Tracy as the love of her life, and their connection endured until Tracy's death in 1967. Their story reflects not only the complexities of love in the spotlight, but also the lengths to which they went to protect their relationship from public scrutiny. The tragic accident on the set of Twilight Zone? The movie remains one of the most shocking events in Hollywood history. During the filming of a segment directed by John Landis, Vic Morrow was performing a scene that involved a helicopter. As the scene unfolded, a series of unfortunate events led to a catastrophic crash. The helicopter's rotor blade struck Morrow and two child actors, Micah Dinley and Renee Shen-Yi Chen, resulting in their untimely deaths. This incident was devastating not only for the families involved, but also for the film industry as a whole. In the aftermath, there was an intense investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accident. It was revealed that safety protocols had been ignored, and the production had been operating under dangerous conditions. As a result, there was a significant push for changes in safety regulations on film sets. New laws and guidelines were implemented to protect actors and crew members, ensuring that such a tragedy would never happen again. The incident left a lasting impact on Hollywood, highlighting the importance of safety in filmmaking. The legacy of Vic Morrow is forever intertwined with this tragic event, serving as a reminder of the risks involved in the pursuit of cinematic art. The changes that followed aimed to honor his memory and the lives lost that day. The stories of old Hollywood reveal a world where glamour often hid deep-seated issues. Many stars faced intense pressures to maintain their public personas, leading to secretive lives filled with affairs and betrayals. For example, the love affair between a famous actor and a rising starlet not only captivated audiences, but also caused a rift with another leading lady, resulting in a public scandal that made headlines for weeks. Behind the scenes, addiction was a common struggle. Many beloved actors battled substance abuse, often leading to tragic outcomes that shocked fans when the truth came to light. Additionally, the pressure to conform to the era's standards of beauty and behavior drove some stars to drastic measures, including plastic surgery and unhealthy lifestyles. The media played a significant role in amplifying these scandals, often sensationalizing events and invading the privacy of these public figures. As a result, the reality of their lives was a far cry from the polished images presented on screen, revealing a complex interplay of fame, fortune, and personal